everyone, and welcome to today's... What happened? Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. My name is Kenzie. If you did not know that, now you know. You guys, today we're going to be doing a full review, playing, testing, trying out the brand new Pat McGrath palette. Oh my goodness. That is right, you guys. This right here is Mama Pat's new, what is it called? It is the Mothership Mega Crystal Celestial Divinity palette. It's so beautiful, and I want to do a full full review on this. That's what we're gonna do today. And if you're new to this channel, then hello, I'm so happy to have you. Don't forget, you can click the subscribe button to become part of this weird, awesome, amazing family. And I'll have my Instagram linked right up here and in the description. If you want to go over there and check me out on Instagram and give me a follow, I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow Instagram because I just freaking love it, and I've become more and more obsessed with like outfits and like the fashion side of Instagram, so I post a lot. So yes, if you do decide to give me a follow over there, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much in advance, but enough talking. I'm gonna get right into this palette, because this thing is she's a big mama, look at her. Okay, so opening this palette up, I have not touched any of these, I have not swatched any of these. Here are what they look like. This palette is freaking stunning, you guys. Now, I don't know if there's any like special shades in here. I think those ones are still only in her like big mothership palettes. I've never seen a mothership mega like this. I think this is her first like mega palette, but I don't think that there's any like special shades in this palette in particular. I think it's just all metallic and like shimmer shades, but they're all super freaking beautiful. I do want to yeah, look at this. This is insane. This right here has to be my favorite. I love this shade. And then this colors. This green is one of the most beautiful greens. It's a very gold green. We know Mama Pat loves her golds, so like there's like 3 golds in this palette. I'm gonna use my Urban Decay primer today. That rhymed. Alrighty, and as you guys know, I am going to go ahead and set the primer. Alright, and let's get started. I'm actually really excited about this, because let me be completely honest here. When I first saw this palette get released, I actually was not going to buy it. No particular reason why, but well, actually there was. The reason why is because I didn't think there was going to be any special shades in here, and I think I'm correct that there's not special shades. And I saw that she was releasing 3 of her Blitz Astral Quads. I have all of the other ones up here except for one. I'm missing one of them, but I love her Blitz Astral Quads. Because those are literally a 4-pan palette of special shades. It doesn't have anything else except special shades, and I love them. So I really wanted to get those, but I didn't realize that this was launching first. I thought that they were launching at the same time. So when I went to her website, I tried to get the quads, but they weren't available yet. So I was like, oh no! So I went ahead and got this anyways, because it is beautiful. If this is correct, then I believe this shade right here is called Dragonfly. Right there. I'm going to go into this shade as a quick little transition. And again, to be totally honest, I love the fact that these have these little straps, because it sits up on its own. And the whole back, like the top of it, doesn't flop over. It sits up perfectly on its own. So that's a really nice touch. But I'm again going to be honest. I'm 100% going into this pretty biased, because as you guys can see, I am quite a huge fan of Pat McGrath. I don't know if you can see that, but I have like an entire shelf up there dedicated to her palettes and to her products. So one could say I'm a fan, but I am, and I genuinely love her as a person, and I think that she's just so good at what she does, and she's such a she's really paved the way for a lot of people, and she's paved the way for the makeup industry as a whole, in my opinion. So like, I really like her, and I genuinely think her palettes are the bomb. I think they're the shit. I think they're so good. So I will let you know if something is weird or like off, like if it's not blending as well as it normally is, or if something seems to be weird, then I will tell you. But other than that, I am going to probably like this. Now this Dragonfly shade did blend out super nicely, of course, and this palette does pull a lot on the kind of like pinky purpley side. There are browns, but I feel like most of the shimmer shades and the all of the magic is in like pinks and purples and stuff like that. So that's really cool. And I do wear pink and purple, but I don't wear it like all the time. So this is really fun for me. All right, and now I think I'm gonna deepen this up just a little bit, and I'm gonna go into this right here. I'm gonna go into this dark brown up here, and I believe this shade, if I'm correct, I think Major Mahogany. So that one's called Major Mahogany. Just think of Hunger Games. This is Mahogany! I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush and then just kind of put this on the outer corner. You guys know the drill. Her matte formula is really fantastic. So I'm just gonna deepen this up. Ooh, that's really nice, and it blended really, really well with the first shade, the Dragonfly shade. And I've never had really much of any issue with fallout with her palettes. I don't know, I've never really had much issue. I'm sure I could. I'm sure there could be fallout, but from my experience, her palettes usually stick pretty well and don't have a ton of fallout. So there's that. I do want to keep this look pretty simple, if I'm honest. I don't want to do anything too crazy, because I really want the star of the show to be the lid shade. For the lid shade, I think you guys already know what I'm gonna do. I really wanna go into this. This right here, literally, it just took me. The second that I swatched it, I was hooked. Oh wait, I think that first shade that I used, I think that one's called Venetian Orchid. I don't think it's called Dragonfly. I got confused because the names are on the back, they're not on the front, so I got confused. Oh no, this one right here, right? Yeah, this one is called Dragonfly. This one is Venetian Orchid. My bad. But we're taking Dragonfly, and this is going directly on my lid. Like, we are not wasting any more time, and I want it right here. Well, you know what? That didn't work as good. Huh. I don't know about that. Let me grab I usually don't have to wet my brushes whenever I use Pat McGrath shadows, but maybe it's just that shade. I don't know. Is it meant to be more of like a topper shade? Oh yeah, I think this shade right here is just one of those like duochrome shades, and if you're out of the light or if you're in a different light, it can look sparse in areas. Have you ever noticed that with like duochromes? Depending on the shade that it shifts to, if you look in a certain light, it can kind of look dirty. Does that make any sense at all? Like, sometimes I've noticed with some duochrome shades, if I'm in the wrong kind of lighting for it, then it can look kind of like sparse, like patchy, or just a little bit like dirty, but then when you turn it the other way, it's super shiny because the light's hitting it or not hitting it. I don't know if what I'm saying makes any sense, but I feel like this is one of those shades. It is pretty, but I honestly I'm not used to having to use a brush with Pat McGrath shadows, so that is a bit different for me. Normally I just pick them right up on my finger and they work just fine. So, but maybe this one is just a bit different because I do know that some of these shades in here I recognize from her previous palettes. So, and I never had any issues with them before. I think I'm going to just very gently go back into that dark brown that we used before, and then just kind of go over this just a hair. So I think that's that. So that's really nice. I do like this. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face makeup really quick off camera, just because I don't want this video to be super long and I want to keep it solely on the palette. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and then I'll be right back and we'll finish up the eyes and do lips. Alright, so I'm back. I have the rest of my face makeup on. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the bottom. Oh, I got some mascara up there. I need to get that off. Hold on. Okay. That's better. Sorry about that. Anyways, let's go ahead and do the bottom lash line. I am going to, I think I'm just going to go into that first shade, the Venetian Orchid shade. And for the inner corner, I got to go into this right here. This one right there, and that one is the shade Champagne, Lunar Champagne. I do believe that's I think so. Can I speak today? I don't know. Oh, that was really pretty. Look at that. Imagine that being on your lid too. Oh, yes ma'am. And then I'm gonna quickly throw on some mascara. I'm actually using Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara today. Okay, so there's that, and now I'm going to quickly put on a lip. What lipstick do I want to do today? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this one again. I really like this Milani lipstick. This one is in the shade I Am Smart, and I'm going to firstly use a little bit of the lip pencil in the shade Nude. There we go. I really love this lipstick. It's one of my favorites. It really is great. But yeah, you guys, this is the completed look using the brand new Pat McGrath Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity eyeshadow palette. I really love this palette, you guys. I feel like everyone knew that I was going to love this palette because I genuinely do. I think it's really, really good. I think the shadows are great. I did have a little bit of issue with that Dragonfly shade, the one on my lids, because I did think that it was a little bit more difficult. Like normally with all of Pat's shades, I can normally just dip my finger right in and just put it right on, but with this one, I did have to use a brush, so that was a bit weird for me, but I still ended up really loving it. I think it's a beautiful shade, and I think this look is very fall time. I think it fits the theme or the season, but yeah, I really love this, and I think it's really, really nice. And if you haven't tried this palette, I would highly recommend it. Or, you know, wait until her, the rest of her holiday collection, because this is part of her holiday collection, I do believe. Yeah, I really love it. Or you can wait until the rest of the Blitz Astral Quads come out. So yeah, there's that. But that is going to be the video for today, you guys. If you have tried this palette, what are your thoughts? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Give me some info, because I would really love to know that. And if you plan on getting any of your other Blitz Astral Quads, or if you plan on getting this palette later on, let me know that as well. But I really hope that you did enjoy the video here today. If you did, then go ahead and click up the like button for me, and the subscribe if you want to. If you want to see the videos that I post and when I post them, click the little bell down at the bottom there, and make sure you set it to all so that YouTube knows that you want to see my videos. Again, my name is Kenzie. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!